philosophy has been very good to me. And I want to tell the story of philosophy, but also share the sort of impact that some people have in their lives. And so there's an amazing idea that emerges out of Northern Europe, an idea that actually dates back a lot further. And this is the idea that the world is actually an idea. This is called idealism. And when we think of an ideal, we think of Plato, we think of Platonic forms, we think of Berkeley, we think of John Locke, we think of sort of what Hume's bumping into a little bit. And and this has received a lot of controversy in sort of modern philosophy. One of the reasons is, because we know that humans are irrational. We have a lot of ideas, and not just irrational. We're not anime characters, but at the same time, we are very much thinking about the world through spiritual lens, through rational mathematical lenses, through interacting relational lenses. And so in some senses, the way that idealism has evolved is modern idealism has to combat this idea that, well, when a physicist does physics or when LeBron James plays basketball, what they're actually going up against is this idea that we can't escape our experience. And it's almost so profound that it's everywhere. Think about a short trip to Starbucks. We think Starbucks coffee can make us happy. And certainly I've been happy after having Starbucks from time to time. But at the same time, we realize that there has to be a chemical process, neurotransmitters, our stomach, the hormones in our stomach, all this stuff, that sort of experience of getting something. And this isn't quite the same thing as our experience of Starbucks making us happy, and neither one is really what it is to drink a cup of coffee. And so this isn't really the end of idealism. It's not really the end or birth of modern philosophy because, whatever, it's just life. Life just goes on. And yeah, in the modern sense, philosophers who do argue that, these older ideas that are still very relevant in academic circles and online, they say, well, it's really difficult to answer what the number one or two is. And also what, if we're talking about the number 1 and 3, and we know there's a space of 2 between them on a number line, these are difficult problems for philosophers to say what that is. It's not quite experiencing it because you can go duplicate it infinitely in reality. And it's not quite a thing in and of itself because it's always a thing that is doing the duplication. And so that's my philosophy story for the day. I hope you are all well.